Alright, good morning, good day. This is from Crypto Warlord. Today we're going to be looking at ADA, and this is on the 1 minute, and then I'll go to the 21 day and break it back down to the 1 minute. What we got here is at 39.05 is the weekly mean, which has just printed. One thing we will observe, pretty funny. Alright, so there's a weekly mean. This is our new daily mean. This is what we've come into touch. Just so you can see what I'd be looking at if I was to trade this. What would I be looking for? Any closes below this red line, now that it's lifted, I would expect a mean reversion to the downside, but because we have some contraction and that quickly ran to the downside, I'm expecting a little bit more lift. Where do I want to see the lift and hold? I want to see the lift and hold at 3922 for 2 or 3 candles. That can reverse this thing pointing down to the upside. If not, failure below 3922. Where's 3922? You're gonna look for a break outside of 3921 back to the downside. Alright, this will be the range. Hopefully by the time we're done with this analysis, we'll be back here. So I'm just gonna pop it on the 5 minute. Let's go to the 21 day. Okay, so as you can see, we have a 21 day target down at 3891. What does that mean? Anything closes above it, that's the target. It's 58 cents, and any closes below that said number would be 18 cents. So this is our mean. We got to make sure that we're on the right side of this mean. Now, what am I looking at here? This is the 14 day. What can I see? I can see that we've already got a front run test to the backside at 33.50 and looking for continuation into 42.32. All right, we don't have any volatility indicators as of yet on these time frames. So to me, it's nilly willy nilly. I might as well be using a moon chart. Okay, so coming in, now we have some volatility analysis. What can we see here? We can see sideways. Perfect, that's what we want. It was sideways, and that is why this wick was picked up. It came in, it smoked this over here, 3839, these crosses of liquidity, and it is trying to hold above it. Okay, now we have our daily mean in here, so we can see that if it does hold this price where it's currently at, a little higher, you can maybe look for some continuation to flick this around. 7 day, still looking sideways, mean reversion to the downside, which is saying until the volatility backs it, there's a short until the volatility agrees. Alright, otherwise you're just going to be sitting with your dick in your hands. Okay, again, it's come in and tested these crosses. ADA is looking quite strong. I did sit with my dick in my hands watching it pump from 25 to fucking 40 cents, whilst XRP went from 40 cents to 42. Wow, amazing. Anyway, so contraction in volatility, whilst negatively correlated, means positive drift. So that's going to help with any of these short sellers coming through the book. Now we've got to look for the time frame or the price in which we can see ADA is going to fold over, right? So currently, what can we see here? No volatility, sideways on the 7 day. Positive drift and sideways on positive drift, that's looking a little bit more up. What have we got here? Negative drift on the 3 day. Okay, any closes below 3735 will really start running ADA back down to 2686. Any closes above 3753, you can run ADA up to 4792. Holy shit. Alrighty then, let's go look at everybody else in this time frame. Bears to bulls, they don't really know what's happening. Is overextended the gains to the upside, so when this does stop flashing red, that would be the initial entry. So what is going to be the healthiest option for ADA right now is to actually fail here and hold above 3745, so I can put in a hidden bull dev from like a 4 hour, 6 hour, 12 hour in this region coming up. That will get it there. If it fails 3728, that will get it to 2696. So 3 day is looking bearish. And what do we have here? We have the 24 hour looking like it is wanting to mean revert. See what holds it above. Let's see if our sneaky peeky. So I'd say one more print or a very volatile candle will get you down. We'll get this to cross. As soon as this crosses the orange line, this target's in form. So if ADA closes 3864, this closes below the orange line, this is the target, 344. Alright, let's go have a look at volatility analysis. Contraction positively correlated. We are looking for a new ADA trend coming from the 24 hour. Unfortunately, PC is to the positive side, which means this is negative drift under contraction, and it's going to want to curl itself back down to negative drift, and the next best phase for volatility from here is expansion. So the general idea to get ADA expanding up with the volatility, you're going to want it to close above 3949 for 2 candles. You might be able to whip it, turn it around, make stupid noise signatures like this to turn it around. If not, you're looking for a run back down to 3513 on that time frame on 24 hour. Okay, so this is beautiful. It shows you how well the tools work. Smoked the reverse wave trend perfectly, broke through the mean, and now it's pretty much resting on the next print levels. The next 12-hour print, orange line to the bottom side. Now, blue flash is off, mean reversion to the upside with a cross through. Ideally, you would want to see 2 candle closes above the JMA, quite far out. 2 candle closes above the JMA, that would look good. We've just had this huge candle come through on the 12 hour, so it's cleaned everyone's range out from here. If it was to feel safe, I would say it to feel safe at 338.18. So targets come up twice now. What's next? Oh, why are you all the way down there? Alrighty then. Alright. So we have, what the fuck? No one did that to you. Okay. So we have bouncing off the mean on the 6 hour, looking for a mean reversion play to the upside. Right. The mean reversion play for the longer term trend to hold the 12 hour and the 24 hour and the 3 day will pretty much come at here, 39.65. If it has a continuation legs to break up and hold 39.61.65, it'll be good. Currently you have positive drift coming through the book, which means any short sellers on the lower term time frames, you got to be quick. Well, aka you're going to be scalping instead of holding short for a longer term period. Why do I say that? Because the positive drift on the 6 hours, it's just going to munch you back up. Alright, contraction positive correlated on 3 hours, as long as it holds below 3938, you're not going to get the continuation you're looking for. Furthermore, if it closes above 3943, you can look for continuation to 4020, and if it fails 3942, you're going to look for 3862. Okay, when these two lines cross, doesn't matter. So let's say in a hypothetical circumstance, if you need to go this way, so in a hypothetical circumstance, let's say it pumps 3988. If it pumps through here, pump, that would be the pit stop, and this place where we're at right now doing this analysis will be a retracement level for more liquidity. Okay, we've got to watch for that. You want to close above these means. So if you see price below it, not good. If you see price above it, good, depending on what your indicators will be saying to you at that said time. Okay, so some positive drift coming through for ADA over here, ADUSD. That is the dominance. Okay, so contraction moving into positive correlation, that's actually quite negative. Alright, under mean reversion phase, let's see where our ultimate power mean. So if it's closing below ultimate power mean at 3922, you're going to look for continuation to the downside. We already wicked said target, so it looks like it would want to close above said JMA in the next 45 minutes. Let's see what our 45 minutes is going to say. It's going to print in 30 seconds. I would like to make sure that we are watching this together. As our previous one, we watched the 90-minute open. So what are we going to look for here? We are going to, if you are bullish, you want to see this section turn green, both of them turn green. You'll see the candle will immediately whip itself up above the daily mean. If you're bearish, you kind of want to see that little green ticky over here go red. 3, 2, and you have pump. So it should pull up. Okay, so this is, it closed below the daily mean, like immediately pushed it down on the 45 minute. That is so funny. So it dumped it into a pump. Alright, let me just be super fast before this starts to run away. Okay, what can we see? What can we see? Come in, we've smoked the mean. That's what we were guessing at the beginning in the analysis. That's fine. Is this the next test into the mean? Contraction positively correlated, not so good on the 15 minute. Let's see. Yeah, so this is going to be quite range bound. Why? Because this is, even though it's pumping, that's getting stronger to the downside. It's pumping itself into a done. This is going to be quite a technical place to trade. What I will say for daily range is you're going to look for any breakouts from these regions. Alright, so 0.4% variance for the day, and you start closing up. You start closing up and outside of 3944 or 3904. You can look for a trend continuation in either one of those directions. Back to the 1 minute, looking to downside, should have some follow through at least into the red line, and then look for the next trade. How long? That's the 5 minute. Cool. And 1 minute. Oh, why are you doing that to me, man? Alright. 1 minute is contracting, so it looks like a little bit more bearish action. We have a bull here, bouncing off. 30 seconds closing. Alrighty then. Let's go pull our targets off of these levels. I'm wanting to use the 3 day as the 3 day was most viable. Alright, so 3 day. Here's the catch 22 with ADA. It's currently in dump mode. Alright, so it's in slow bleed mode to the downside. Why? Contracting and volatility was positively correlated. Volatility is going down the hill. This is telling me that the price action is also matching the direction of volatility. Simple. Alright, so until stated otherwise, the target that is in the books is here, 37.44. Alright, we're going to throw one of these on to show you that. Why? Because it closed below the orange line at 4077. Now, as we can see here, if ADA does go sideways, it would be healthy to get this mean, this little orange, this little green line, to match here. Alright, and if this action is sideways, it will have the opportunity to really suck up the liquidity that people will be putting at these crosses, the bots and the algos. There's going to be a lot of liquidity here. So, is it going to be selling or is it going to be buying liquidity? If it's buying liquidity, it gets it up to 48.28. If it becomes a book flip into a sell order, you're looking at anywhere 32.50, 26.85. If you find this analysis helpful, please do smash the like and subscribe button, as you can see that we have multiple targets in these two regions. Closes below the JMA, first touch is 3735, 3628, and now target at 3248. This will be quite a strong region. If I was to draw it out like I've done on the other shitcoins, this will be quite a strong region because we have 4 crosses of huge liquidity sitting here. If we zoom out, what's going to happen? We get a hidden bull div from this region. Find this helpful, please do smash the like button and subscribe button with your face. Much love, African Crypto Warlord out.